ain't gonna lie, I'm being distracted right now, man. Martin is on the side and shit, and Dragonfly Jones is on. You know what I mean? He funny as shit, man.
What is Dragonfly Jones?
I know, that's what I'm saying.
I really focus with the Dragonfly or not, B.
That's what I'm trying to say, man.
What is that?
Dragonfly.
Oh my Lord Jesus! You better stop playing today, Rek.
I'm dead serious. I don't know what
Dragonfly. You watch Martin, right?
He was acting crazy 2 times off the air.
Yes, I watched Martin.
All right,
I was about to say. He was acting crazy 2 times off the air. This would have been your 3rd time, Rek. You're not going with Dragonfly Jones. But you know, though.
Beat it up.
What up? Welcome, y'all. This is Monsta Mondayz, the podcast, the radio show, the brand. I am your host, Mr. Monster Man Rocco. This is my co-host,
Captain African America, Starang won the main gun with my favorite DJ.
DJ Rek, what's happening with it?
How y'all doing? I'm first of all, how y'all
not talking to us, right? You're not talking to y'all.
No, I'm talking to y'all this time. How y'all doing, my brother?
Yeah, you keep trying to confuse us, bro.
Hey, listen, I'm sorry, man.
I was about to respond.
I'm trying to establish a rhythm. I got to get it right.
Last time we was talking to the people, he wasn't talking to us. We responded. This time we don't respond. He's talking to us.
I apologize. You understand what I'm saying?
Man, I ain't gonna lie. I'm being distracted right now, man. Martin is on the side and shit, and Dragonfly Jones is on. You know what I mean? He funny as shit, man.
What is Dragonfly Jones?
I know, that's what I'm saying. I really
focus with the Dragonfly or not, B.
That's what I'm trying to say, man.
What is that?
Dragonfly.
Oh my Lord Jesus! You better stop playing today, Rek.
I'm dead serious. I don't know what
Dragonfly. You watch Martin, right?
He was acting crazy 2 times off the air.
Yes, I watched Martin.
All right,
I was about to say. You was acting crazy 2 times off the air. This would have been your 3rd time, Rek. You're not going with Dragonfly Jones. But you know,
I don't be watching barely no TV.
Yeah.
You know,
like
that's so you're gonna be messed up on the next topic that's coming up if you wasn't watching shit.
I mean, we'll see.
Tell them what the next topic is.
Man, we about to talk about this Dipset Locks versus.
It's
not like everybody else ain't talking about.
Did you see the versus, Rek?
Okay, so I did not see that.
I told you this nigga be acting crazy.
Of all, it's because I don't have 2 hours to watch nothing. I don't be watching nothing.
Oh, I get it. He's a VIP. You understand what I'm saying? You's a very important person.
No, I be running around so much. I just don't have enough time to.
Right, you can't be that busy, right?
Bro, right now I'm running off of like 4 hours of sleep.
And he got a newborn running around, so you gotta.
Rex still making babies.
But I did watch a bunch of the clips, and it looked ridiculous. Like,
if you on Instagram, you really don't need to watch nothing because the clips is ridiculous right now. You know what I mean? I did a little review on it. You know what I'm saying? I did a little review.
I watched your review.
And I like to point out the fact that I spoke the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth from my perspective, without being disrespectful to Dipset, because the Locks disrespected them enough already. Like, you know what I'm saying?
I didn't see your review, so
it was a professional review or whatever.
It was honest.
But it's like, you know, I mean, like, what I didn't say, which I'll say, I had to save some for our platform, but it's like plain and simple. Like, when I first heard that it was going to be the Locks versus Dipset, I immediately said to myself, this is going to be a good one, but the Locks are going to win, right? And the reason I said that is because of the most simple and basic aspect of it all. In my opinion, the Locks are just better rappers. You understand what I'm saying?
Me, I was the opposite.
You was the opposite?
Because even though I like the Locks, you know, I love the Locks.
Right.
I thought, you know, Dipset had more songs that's on the radio and stuff. They had better singles and stuff. Yeah, but for some reason, it didn't hit. It didn't hit like it was supposed to, you know? I said, yo, this is what I said before it even started. I said, yo, when they put Old Boy on, they gonna go crazy. Right. I said, that's gonna shut it down. It didn't hit like it was, like I thought it was gonna hit for some reason.
I wonder why that is.
I've been doing my research a little bit though, right? Like not research, but just following the topic. And I heard, I was in Clubhouse, and I heard Just Blaze talking about it, and he was like, Just Blaze and somebody else was conversing back and forth, and it was like, they was supposed to do, or they should have done a sound check together. Because we wouldn't, you normally wouldn't do a sound check with another group, but essentially, in theory, y'all are one group right now. Y'all one act on stage at the same time. So all of y'all levels need to be tuned to each other and shit. It seemed like all of the lock shit was playing loud and sound like they vocals was compressed and shit, whatever that means, but that's what Just Blaze said, right? Sound like they vocals was compressed and shit, you know what I mean? And the Dipset shit, like they beats wasn't knocking like that or whatever, and they vocals like they was sounding like you sound when rappers hold the mic. You know how rappers we usually cover the whole mic. Like they was sounding like that. Jadakiss didn't sound like that. So all of those things were factors. I feel like, when Just Blaze was credit to him because he put me on to that. But it made perfect sense to me. I was like, I could identify with that.
Listen, I don't think that had nothing to do with it, man. All that technical bullshit, man. This shit had to do with songs and raps. That's what it had to do with.
Well, that's what I said.
What we could say though is it just didn't look like Dipset was a cohesive unit, man. And it looked like Lox was a cohesive unit, man.
Well, that's the thing.
They practiced and knew what they was gonna do.
Like they came together.
They came together.
Dipset, you gotta understand, Dipset is like more a crew than they are a group. You know what I mean? Like the Lox, they soloists, but they came in this game together, and they always do Lox shit. You know what I mean? They always tour in group, as a group and shit like that. Yeah. Dipset done been beefing with each other, all kind of shit.
Dipset is a bunch of solo artists in a group.
Right, and they have, like I said, they've had static with each other. Like Cam has been off the scene, Jewel's been off the scene. Like who would have thought? Like Jim Jones is the least of a rap. Like Jim Jones learned how to rap good in front of our faces. Cause at first he couldn't rap good. Like you understand what I'm saying?
And he was literally like almost the sidekick.
Right, and now,
but he couldn't, or he just didn't.
Well, I'm saying he couldn't because I heard the improvement in his skill level. Like, because he used to try back then. I'm like, and the technician, the lyrical technician that I am, I'll be like, that wasn't, I wasn't feeling it. But I heard his improvement over the years. And who would have thought the one, and Jim will tell you, I heard him say it in the interview. He's like, when you think of an MC, you don't think of me. He's like, I'm a hustler. Like, I found my lane and I did what I did. But it's bugged out. It's bugged out how it got to a point where Jim Jones is the nigga holding down Dipset.
The whole crew. Because
Cam was gone and Els was gone. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, and Freaky Zeke don't rap. Hell Rel, who knows? They was all over the place with it. So it was Jimmy holding it down. But the Lox always, and the Lox, they never really been missing. They got a DMX catalog. They got a fucking Biggie catalog. They got a Jay-Z catalog damn near, and they got their own shit and solo. They had too much to pick
It's just like none of that shit mattered though, man. Like Cameron got the same thing, man.
No, he don't.
Yes, he do.
Well, Cam,
he got Jay-Z shit. He played it.
He don't got that. You know what I'm saying? He don't got that consistency though. Like
Cam was got Mace,
but he don't got that consistency though.
Cam saying is listen. No matter what the consistency is, he got bigger songs than the Lox got, bro. So you can say that all you want. He got bigger songs than the Lox got.
I know. I'm just saying, but
that's what I'm saying.
The thing is, though, I think
those things, the Lox made them joints from what they did and what they were saying. He made them joints not hit the right way.
All right, let me ask you this, right? Have we checked? I know I'm gonna say for sure. I know I haven't checked the numbers. I don't look at the numbers on no artist. I just go by hearsay, like most people, right? And when I first thought about it, like I would say that we would say that Cam and them had the bigger hits, but how many of them did they have? they only had like their run was kind of short. Like
I didn't hear horse and carriage on there. They didn't do that. I didn't hear horse and carriage.
They didn't do that at all because I missed the beginning of it. They didn't do horse and carriage at all.
I didn't hear horse and carriage.
You know the thing is, right? The energy of most Dipset songs, not all of them, because they got some songs that are real hard. You know what I'm saying? High energy songs, but the overall sound of Dipset is kind of like laid back, simple,
swaggy,
swaggy type stuff.
Yeah, that's what I said in my review.
But before I miss my point, though, real quick, what I was saying about horse and carriage, they didn't do it, but it wouldn't even matter if they did it because of what they did. It wouldn't have mattered. The hits don't matter. That's my point.
Yeah.
What the Locks did make the hits not matter, man. When they talking about, this is hip hop. These niggas don't know the words.
You absolutely right, brother. You absolutely right.
They made the hits don't count, bro.
What I said though,
that's why they wasn't hitting different.
No, that's a fact. But to add on to that, like when Jadakiss pointed out the fact that them niggas was rapping over their lyrics, all of that hurt them.
Right.
All of that hurt them. But even if he wouldn't have pointed that out, the fact that they was rapping over their lyrics was hurting them.
Right.
Yeah.
Because it don't sound as good when you do that.
It never does. It
sound like, you know how when you, as a performer, right? You know how when you doing your part and somebody helping you with the ad-libs, but they fucking up your ad-libs? They not meshing with you, right? That's what it sound like when you rapping over your own lyrics and shit.
Yeah.
Because you never sound exactly the same way you sounded when you was recording. It's a different energy, a whole different space. So, and these young niggas, they do that all the time these days. This lit culture, they do that all the time. And I don't think I would be totally off point to say that Dipset are part of or involved in lit culture. These niggas is the swaggiest niggas out. If it was a swag battle, they would have won twice. You understand what I'm saying?
They came looking like they, they came swagged out. But Dipset came looking like they was, the Locks came looking like they was ready for war.
Right. But what we were saying, like, what you were saying, Rek, and both like what you were saying, Rek, you raised a good point with like the vibe of the music. Like what I said in my breakdown on IG, like it's something about aggressive energy. Like aggressive energy is, if you come to a battle, now the verses usually be friendly, but they gave us that aggressive energy. They made the energy chippy, so they sold it to us like a battle. So that's what we got. Now you don't come to a battle like you don't come to a battle in the mirror right here picking your hair while another nigga got boxing gloves on. I was
up there looking at the battle like I was thinking one of these niggas is gonna sock somebody and then it's gonna be a brawl on stage because it looked like they was like right there. And the funny
it be the entourages.
Yeah,
the entourages be like, yo,
but
that nigga kick
styles. It looked like Cam. It looked like Cam and like it looked like he's kind of like one of those niggas that would just be like throwing stuff at you and like hitting you on the shoulder, going ha like getting on your nerve type niggas. And the Locks look like they'll be like, all right, that's enough, nigga. You know what I'm saying? And just take off on it. So that the whole energy of the joint, I was like, one of these niggas is about to fight.
Yo, but
you know what I'm saying? Like all the clips I seen, I was like, nobody got into a fight at the end of that joint.
No. Overall though, the Versuz was dope, man. Yeah, the one I seen yet. This is the dopest one I seen. Like you said, they sold it. You know what I'm saying? And that's how you're supposed to do it. It's like a show. It was a good show.
It's like a battle.
Was dope. The energy was dope.
Go ahead, continue. My bad, I'm gonna cut your wisdom.
I'm just saying the show was dope. The energy.
I hate that. You know what I hate? Because I'm on my Peace Brothers shit, right? I hate that this was the best one because of the chippy energy. Like I don't why this had to be the best one, right? Like why like
because like it was entertaining, man. It's like listen, everything leading up to it.
Now what I'm saying is this, right? You know how I be trying to sell this narrative, when me and you be having our debates and I be like, listen, B, it don't have to be arguing, it don't have to be so competitive. It don't have to be a debate. It don't have to be negative for it to sell, right? You know what I mean? Like my other favorite one was the Ghostface and Raekwon one, which was like that, and it was beautiful. You understand what I'm saying? It was a beautiful thing. And I was like, yeah, see what I'm saying? You ain't got to be beefing to make something dope or whatever. But then this Lox Dipset one where they sold it like it was, you know, like it was a fight, and this shit was ridiculous.
You know what though? The one verses that was most uncomfortable was the Jeezy and
Oh yeah, yeah. Like, that was uncomfortable. Like I didn't even watch that. I saw the clips of it. It was like I'm never watching that.
Yeah, I watched parts of that, and the whole joint seemed like at any moment something could pop off.
Right.
And then when Gucci started getting extra disrespectful and started talking about put the nigga in the dirt, I was like, oh my goodness, like you was hella disrespectful. You over there telling this nigga to come over here and fight you.
Right. You yeah. Hey. You sent him an invite, like, you know what I'm saying, with a ribbon on it, like.
I'm not gonna touch that one, man.
Yeah, that was crazy. That was crazy. But this shit was, like, were you inspired as an MC by this at all?
Yo, this is Starang Wonder, man, telling you to send your songs into the Monsta Mondayz Podcast for $99.99. You can have your song played for Rock to critique, DJ Rek to play, and me to listen to, man. All right? And plus, we're going to share it with all the other people on motherfucking Black League Entertainment, man. All right? That's 10 shows, bro. That's 10 shows. So send your joints in now, because November 1st is going to be the first time we play the song of the week, man. All right? Monsta Mondayz. That's Mondays with a D-A-Y-Z out of it, man. Cash App us right there, bro. All right? For life.
Hi, I'm the Rockness monster. Dopest voice in hip-hop ever. Yes, ever. Ladies love my voice. You know what else ladies love? Ladies love cool shirts. We got some of the coolest shirts you ever seen in your life over here. They don't shrink, they don't wrinkle, they don't fade. The best part about it is they feel good, real good. I promise you. You put this shirt on and women are gonna hug you different. We also got matching socks and neck gaiters for whichever shirt you order. Speaking of ordering, to order go to rocknessbcc.bandcamp.com. Go there and have a blast. Knock yourself out. Rock on, rock on.
Were you inspired as an MC by this at all?
Yeah, I was.
You ain't just saying this because we're on camera.
No. Because like I told you, I said, yo, I love the Lox. And I'm like, yo, they're going to come in here and they're going to do this old boy stuff and, you know, horse and carriage, all the smooth shit. And all the people in Manhattan going to love the fly shit. And they be like, oh, you know what I'm saying? And I thought that's what was going to happen to the Lox. So it taught me something, bro. Like, this shit taught me something. You stick to what you know. Yep. And you know what I'm saying? You go for what you know and you motherfucking empty your clip, man. It's like,
shit, that's the shit I be trying to live by. Like, honestly. What you say, Rek?
I said Jada could have beat all them niggas all by himself. He didn't even need no help.
Like,
it seemed almost like he was just running the show.
He was really on some Kevin Durant. Like, it was a team win, but he really did Jordan them niggas. Like, on something like, hold on, give me the ball. Fuck this shit.
Exactly.
I got
you. He was so clear.
Yeah.
He was so like, everything he did was just like just
it
perfect.
Was all perfect. It was perfect. Yeah. You know what I mean? Really though. Yeah. Like, them niggas, all of the jokes, all of that shit. Like, he had the line like, no niggas that go to jail just to get their teeth fixed, and he pointed at you. I'm sorry I even brought that up. I ain't mean to bring that.
I seen memes about that joint too.
Look. The memes is ridiculous, and people. My man was telling me that these shits is the worst ever. Right? He feel like it's a conspiracy against Dipset. I'm like, son, listen. The Teddy Riley memes was some of the worst shit. Like niggas killed Teddy Riley for a minute until the next verses. Whoever that niggas just need a new verses. And then they need to be off.
Wipe it away. Yeah.
Right. New verses could be good or bad. You know what I'm saying? And they be good.
Now, I'm about to say something crazy right now, too.
What happened?
I'm about to say something crazy right now.
You about to say something crazy?
Yeah, because I heard something. Listen, I heard KRS-One saying something about the verses and battling and shit. and he was like, yo, he's like, he will eat anybody. Jay-Z, Big Daddy Kane, don't matter about nobody. And I'm like, yo, KRS-One is nice, but this shit ain't gonna be no acapella type shit and all that shit. I'm like, Jay-Z, but after this Versuz, it's like, damn, what if?
Well,
right?
I'm like, yo.
I thought they were in talks about KRS-One battling somebody.
He said he won't battle nobody except for Nas, man.
He said who?
He said Nas is the only one he think got something for him, man.
Nas.
Well, KRS-One said something about he got 30 albums. He's like, who's got 30 albums? I think he said 30 or something like that. He's like 30. He might have said 50. I don't know. But it was a ridiculous.
He said Kane ain't got nothing for him. They brought up LL ain't got nothing for him. Somebody mentioned Jay-Z in the interview. Somebody brought up Jay-Z and then he said Jay-Z, he got hits and stuff. But when it comes to this, you know what I'm saying, I would do this. He said the only person he think got something for him is Nas.
Look, a lot of people have been asking.
LL would wipe KRS-One.
Oh my Lord Jesus, Rek, come on now. You're saying crazy things.
I'm dead serious.
That is not true.
How you think that ain't possible?
That is not true.
LL would be on stage, hype, in shape. You know what I'm saying? He got hella
humping the floor, talk about something
records.
Like a phenomenon.
Like that's
hella popular records.
This ain't this type of thing. This ain't this type of battle, bro.
That could be the same. That could be the same Dipset Locks type effect with KRS-One bring them bars and LL bring all that swag. You know what I'm saying?
But LL got hard records though.
I mean, so do Dipset.
Right.
Like when I tuned into when I tuned into the Versuz, they was playing my favorite Dipset record, and that was Get Crunk Music. Like that shit is hard, my nigga. Like I redid that song on one of my mixtapes, on the Shell Shock mixtape and shit. And I didn't just take the beat. Like I took the cadence and all of that. When I do that, I really fuck with the record. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So that shit was my shit. I'm like, when somebody sent me the link, the Versuz on, I clicked on it. They was in the middle of doing that shit. I'm like, all right. This about to be something. All right. But it wasn't. You know what I'm saying? It was like the Locks rebuttal game is on 1,000. Yeah. Like their rebuttal game is crazy. You say something, y'all don't got no records for girls. Hold on, play these records. Y'all don't got no la. Niggas play the New York record. He played his New York record. I'm like, oh my goodness, these niggas is wildin'.
Yeah, man.
These niggas is wild.
I mean, it's all entertaining for sure.
And that's what I'm saying. Like, yo,
definitely entertaining.
Cam song had Jay-Z on it. It ain't hit like it was supposed to hit.
I know, but Cam did. But Cam couldn't do his verse. He couldn't do Jay-Z verse. He had to do his verse.
Yeah, but none of them wasn't doing that. It's like Jadakiss ain't need Fat Joe and Ja Rule verse. He just needed his verse against his verse.
Which brings it back to the original. Jada is a better rapper.
No, but I'm talking about as far as the crowd. Like when you hear a big song, you know the crowd like, oh. Them joints ain't hit like
they
that.
When I'm from New York, when Welcome to New York came on. They went they reacted, but it was like Jadakiss, his rebuttal game is like, you did that.
Wasn't it like this? Wasn't it like Cam? Didn't it feel like Cam New York set Jada's New York up?
Yeah, exactly.
Right. Like it was the hype man, like for this New York. Like that's crazy. And it wasn't supposed to feel like that. That's what I'm saying. That song was a big song when it was out. The Cam one. Yeah. I mean, that's one too, though. Listen, but that song was like this, though.
But volume does play a part in that too. I think. Like when I heard if you be in the club, like even with our shit back in the days when we were in the club, I used to feel away because I felt like our music would play lower than other niggas shit, and I would think that the DJs was trying to play us until I realized that was the engineering and the mastering. You understand what I'm saying? I was ready to beat up every DJ who DJ'd at a club in New York at some point until I found that out. I'm like, how they turn this shit down when they play my shit? Mad nigga with the fire in my face, like the fuck, babe. I just needed to learn some shit. That's it.
Yeah. Well, it has something to do with the bass and the compression of the record when you.
Here we go, hard hat and snare ass nigga.
So Starang, look. I've been getting this question a lot. I mean, and not just recently. It been happening, but but a lot since this last Versus. Who should the boot camp versus? And I'm like, nobody. In my honest opinion, I feel like it ain't no good match for us. Anybody who you would think to put us again, they would either smoke us or we would smoke them. Because as dope as we are, we don't have a lot of hit records. So a lot of niggas like Wu-Tang. I'm like, what? Wu-Tang will smoke us. Are you crazy?
This is what I would say, though. This is what I would say. I could see a Smith & Wesson versus MOP versus.
Something like that.
That's good.
I could see that.
But again, I will worry for my brothers because MOP got that aggressive content
music.
And that aggressive shit.
I think they could hold it down, man.
Helter Skelter against MOP would be better, but P ain't here. You know what I'm saying?
I don't know about that.
That aggression. It's hard to match.
And
what it's not really. You know what I'm more worried about? I'm worried about the amount of hit records. That's what I mean when I say like I feel like we can out rap damn near anybody or just anybody. You know what I'm saying amongst our squad. But those hit records is different. You know what I mean? Like I'm
not sure if the hit records even really matter during the.
Not after this Locks Dipset battle.
They kind of do, but it really don't. Like it's the way you do your shit, bro. Like it's the way you do it. Like let's say you wasn't on a popular Smith & Wesson song, but you put that popular Smith & Wesson song and you go ham on it because it's still your shit. You know what I'm saying?
Let's say I put on
stuff outside the box, bro.
Let's say I put on Let's Get It On and rhyme to it because I did the intro on that.
Right.
Go crazy. You understand?
Yeah, exactly.
Something like that's what I've been thinking these past few days. I'm like, which records like how? Because you're supposed to get like 20 rounds, right? So it's like. It don't matter if you got 100 hits. It don't matter. You only got 20 rounds, my nigga. And if I got 20 rounds, then we can fight. You understand what I'm saying? So,
the thing is setting everything up to knowing what your opponent is gonna play because you're like, okay, well they got these records, they got these records, when they got this is a popular record.
If Dipset would have told us we ain't had no girl records, we just wouldn't have had no girl records. You understand what I'm saying?
Not true. That's not true. But
what we got?
Smith & Wesson got some joints and stuff, man.
All right. Yeah, OGC got some joints.
Probably like 2 joints.
Helter Skelter might have 1 or 2. I might have. I got like 1 as Rockness Monster,
but
maybe 2.
But that's not the point. The point is getting the crowd
aggressive songs to women.
The point is getting the crowd. The point is after this versus, the point is getting the crowd to see it your way, bro. Because that's what the Locks did.
Yeah.
Niggas say, yo, y'all ain't got no hits or y'all got mixtape shit. Ain't my fault. They won with that mixtape shit. I'm trying to tell you. But niggas was getting on them about it. Like, yo, y'all ain't got no hits. Ain't about that.
Yeah.
Nah, they niggas was like, we got Grammys. Y'all just got grams.
That's like, think about this. That's like, think about this.
I was like, that was slick.
That's like, think about this. If Nas, you think, like, if Nas was the versus Jay-Z got mad hits.
Yeah, he do.
You think Nas can't fuck with it? He would find a way to make you see it his way, bro.
Yeah, you gotta. That's the point. You gotta find a way. You gotta find a way.
I think the energy, because I've seen Nas perform a couple times. I met Nas when he came to San Diego. His performance style, like the way he be on stage, is mad laid back. So I don't know if that energy would compete with how Jay-Z performs.
Right. That's why I said you got to turn the crowd. Listen, everything is like a game plan, man. And is what you bring to the table to what the other person brings to the table. Mm-hmm. You got to make what you do seem, even if it's not, like it's the shit to the crowd. All right? And that's it. It's mental. Yeah. We all know the songs. We know your songs. We know who you are. Exactly. It's not no surprise who's coming out.
I'm not gonna lie, bro. When it got to a certain part of the show, it felt like bullying, B.
Yeah.
It was like I felt like the Locks had already won, and then they played Here's why they call me the ghost. I'm half live, half dead. When the beef, I bring all of the toes. I'm like, whoa, I forgot. They made me forget about that one. Then they go to that other shit. Well, couldn't live the life I live. Why is that? I could die any minute.
That's my shit.
I'm like, I almost fell out my shit, son. I have
and then the kiss your ass goodbye shit too.
Come on, and they was like,
she did that at the end.
You ain't do no song yet. She do it. You can kiss your. Oh my god.
Telling you.
Yeah, it was definitely entertaining. The parts I seen, man. Yeah, like man. The energy level was high.
Yeah. They did make it dope. Like selling it like it was a fight did make it. I can't front. It made it. I
was waiting for the announcer to say, "Let's get ready to rumble." He didn't say that. I guess he can't say it unless it's in the boxing ring.
I don't know. But he said it on camera. Well, he didn't. Like he did a cameo for.
I thought he like owned those words or something like that, right?
Yeah, I thought so too.
No, look, he did a cameo for Rumble for Big Rest. Rest in peace to Big Rumble. You know what I'm saying? Decepticon legend and shit, right? But one of my cons, he hit up Cameo. He got Michael Buffer to do a shout out for Rumble and shit. And he was like, he didn't say let's get ready to rumble, but he was like, what'd he say? He said, rest in peace to, he said, let's Brooklyn stand up for Stephen Rumble LeConte.
Oh, okay. Well, that was slick then.
Yeah, that was appreciated. We got to take a break right quick, but before we do that, I want to get into some some shameless plugs. Excuse me. Check out, y'all see my shirt? Active.
Yes,
Active. This brand is from my homeboy, my partner Zoe. Traffic Sounds, my partner in studio business and whatnot, and just how what is it? Brooklyn Plug. You can find him on Instagram to order his jump offs and all of that. I'll keep you updated. Stay in tune. But yeah, Active. These shits is nice.
That's hard.
Because we active out here. Also, I'm on Instagram, Rockness BCC, Facebook, Rock of Helter Skelter, YouTube, Monster Nation, Twitter _Rockness_, and Issa Rocks is coming.
All right.
And your cameo, sir?
Quick shameless plug. I got this Banana Republic t-shirt and these basketball shorts out my motherfucking closet.
All right, go ahead. Give it up to the closet.
Thank you.
Salute to the closet. Get him my number. I might.
No good.
I might want to do some business with the closet too. You know what I'm
saying? Yeah. Anytime, bro.
Solid Ice LLC, sir.
Not Solid House. You're right. Solid Ice LLC. All right.
Well, I'm your boy DJ Rek. I'm DJ REK on every single social media platform. Sound Lounge Studio, The Sound Lounge Studio SD. No, The Sound Lounge SD on Instagram. And DJRekBeats.com. Yep.
Yeah.
It's all good. You can make little mistakes because it's going across the bottom of the screen right now. The people listening, they, but the people watching it,
you got it.
But you're fucking it up for the people listening, though.
Yeah. Sorry.
No, I'm not, because I'm going to edit it right on out.
All right, we're going to take this break. We'll be back.
Hi, I'm the Rockness Master, and I'm here to let you know that I'm on Cameo now. Are you familiar with Cameo? It's a website where you can reach out to some of your favorite celebrities and have them send you shout-outs, personalized, birthday wishes, wedding congratulations. You can even have them quit your job for you. And now I'm there. You can use the Cameo app, or you can go on Cameo.com or the Cameo website. Find me there and make your requests. We also have special requests for business. If you want your mixtape dropped on or your album any promotional things. Special pricing for that. See us there. Rockness Monster on Cameo. Rock on.
We're back. Is everybody still good out there? Yeah. Not in the room. You know what I'm saying? Everybody, I'm working on it. Y'all. So yeah, we back. Me, my man, Starang Wonder, my bro DJ Rek. We was just now talking about some other rap show shit. Off while we was off air, and this rap show shit was the baby, the rapper, the baby.
Yep.
Not Lil Baby, not Baby Bird, man. The baby, the one who's been making all the headlines, right? All of the news because the country's canceling him right now, right? I happen to think the baby can rap, right?
I like that.
Yeah, he's not one of these.
One of the new guys I actually like. I'm not right.
He's not one of these new.
And like you said, he can rap.
He can rap. You know what I mean? Sidebar: Lil Baby can rap too, but that's right. But the baby's been facing a lot of problems lately, and I heard cancel culture has found their way to his address. You know what I mean? And because he said some what homophobic comments, I didn't hear them. Like I didn't hear them personally. I probably should have heard. I probably should have did that. I should probably not even be speaking on it until I do my research. But fuck that, I am.
Well, what I'll say is, I don't think that what he said personally, I don't think that what he said was homophobic, but he just said some disparaging remarks that sound like that basically people put both of the things he said together.
What did he say, right?
So he said if you ain't got AIDS or any other disease that's gonna kill you in the next 2 weeks, put your phones in the air. And then after that, he said, if you ain't in the parking lot, rolling loud, giving a nigga head or something, put your phones in there. So because he said about giving head in the whip, and he said about AIDS, people immediately put both of those together and said he's talking about gay folk.
Well, did he say if you ain't a dude?
Let's keep it real. He was talking about gay folk. Like,
right. Well, he was probably. Well, it didn't. I mean, both of those.
He said if it ain't no niggas in the parking lot sucking dick after the show or something like that, put your phone.
He said during Rolling Loud, right now in the Rolling Loud parking lot.
But he's referring to two guys. It's not a girl sucking.
That part, exactly. That part was about gay people.
Mm-hmm. Hey, let's not be technical about this.
I know, but I'm just saying.
Let's not make it technical.
I'll stop being technical.
The first part he said was about AIDS, so anybody can have AIDS.
Yeah, it's the second part, I think.
Yeah, that everybody basically made the connection.
Yeah, he said anybody can have AIDS.
The second part,
AIDS will kill you in 2 weeks.
Yeah, but when you put the second part and then put the first part with it, then it's like,
yeah,
like, you could make that, assumption.
Yeah, but here's the thing. I think people are taking his statements a little bit too serious. When people do shows, I'm gonna ask y'all because y'all are artists, y'all perform, right? When you say shit during the middle of your show, y'all don't pre-think what to say really in the middle of while y'all performing in the middle of songs.
Sometimes
that's kind of a thing that just however the energy bring you. You say.
So you saying there's no harm?
To the crowd.
Are you saying it shouldn't matter? There's no harm?
I mean, I'm not gonna say that somebody didn't get offended by it because people can get offended by almost.
But you're saying they shouldn't be offended. They should understand.
No, partially they should understand that an artist ain't saying that off of. They're saying it all literally off of the cuff, off of their mind.
So let me ask you a question.
And once the next day when he explained the situation or halfway apologized, people made that almost like he made it worse.
Mm-hmm. So let me ask you a question, right?
From his point of view,
Let me ask you a question, right?
Yeah.
You say we got Eminem.
Yeah.
You went to an Eminem show. And you don't make up shit in between the songs. So in between songs, he like, yeah, and all y'all motherfucking niggas from the hood, blah 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 blah.
So, that's different. No.
And then the next day he apologizes and shit. He say, hey man, you know where I'm from? They let me say nigga or some shit. I'm sorry.
I knew you was gonna say that.
Would you feel a way about it or no?
Well, first of all, if Eminem ever says nigga, You know what I'm saying? Like it's gonna be an issue.
But would you personally feel the way about? Because you personally just now said, "Hey, people don't do this. They should understand."
Yeah, I'm gonna feel offended, but I'm not gonna cancel.
But he didn't plan to do that. Man.
Like,
he just in between songs, right? He didn't plan to do it, man. It's just the adrenaline from the song.
I'm not gonna lie, right? I'm gonna keep it 100 with you, right? I've canceled niggas on my own. Like, I try to get everybody to cancel them. But like I stopped fucking with a lot of niggas because of one or two things they said. Any nigga who I ain't gonna, I'm just to keep it 100, not to dump shit on him because he's, it is what it is. But I don't really fuck with Bill Cosby because Bill Cosby, and this is before the allegations, long before that, because I didn't feel like Bill Cosby fucked with hip hop.
Yeah, he don't.
You understand what I'm saying? If any nigga who said that, any nigga who I got the impression that you didn't like hip hop was that shit, how they used to look at it, then I didn't fuck with you. Like in my own mind, I would cancel you. And I did that to a few people. You know what I mean? I just didn't.
That's not fair though, Rock.
It may not, but I'm just saying,
everybody black can't like hip hop, bro.
I know, but you ain't got a shit on it.
Exactly, that's the point.
Yeah.
Because,
I never heard him shit on him.
Him just saying he don't like it wasn't the problem. Right. I wasn't clear. I wasn't clear. It was the way he was talking. The way he was talking to niggas, talking crazy about us, talking down to niggas and all of that. And I'm like, fuck you. That's the way I'm gonna feel when I feel like I'm being talked to like that or whatever. But
listen, in Bill Cosby's defense though, and I don't even want to stay on this too long because I want to ask y'all both a question. In Bill Cosby's defense, man, my pops ain't give a fuck about no damn hip hop until his son became a rapper. He was one of them old niggas too, like man, that junk, that mumbo.
That old beat,
I did it until his son was a rapper. So Bill Cosby. In Bill Cosby's defense, he ain't got no son that's a rapper, man.
This is what I was gonna say earlier, right? Mm-hmm. The whole thing about the baby with the gay community or whatever, right? I literally the other day, one of my clients or whatever that I mix his music, he's gay, right? So I'm in the studio with him, like going over all the final mixes or whatever, like tightening up his album, whatever, right? And this dude tells me, he was like, I have no idea why everybody's tripping off of what he said. I'm gay, and that didn't offend me none. I don't have AIDS, and I'm not the kind of nigga that's just gonna be out there in the parking lot, giving nobody head. So like, I didn't feel like any kind of way like he's talking about me. You know what I'm saying? So, this is a nigga that is gay. You know what I'm saying? So
this leads me to my question for y'all guys.
Yeah.
Is the N-word just as bad or worse than homophobia?
The N-word?
Which is worse, the N-word or homophobia?
Well, not the N-word, is racism. Because some people try to put it like the same. Like homophobia is the same as racism and vice versa. And is it is homophobia just as bad as racism or worse?
I think that they want it to be, but the thing is, I think that they categorize a lot of stuff homophobic. Almost like if you don't rock with everything that the gay community does, if you're not an ally in particular of everything that they do, sort of, you can be labeled as homophobic just because you ain't rocking with it. You know what I'm saying? Like I was just saying this the other day. Like I was saying, I got gay homies or whatever and all that kind of stuff, and they do what they do or whatever because I'm not in they, they base, right? But so like my whole idea is I just don't want to personally have to see it.
Right. I'm not gonna lie to you. I know.
But hold on. Before you
sound like a white guy saying he has black friends and shit.
No. I'm just saying.
I swear. Because I just you sound like a white guy saying he got black friends. Like, I got some black homies. Listen, man. No.
It's not the same. But, I'm just saying clearly.
I just don't like going to the hood, being in there.
Let me just say this.
I don't have no kind of hate for nobody. Here's my point.
Go ahead.
I feel like I just don't want to see it, and I don't want my kids being exposed to it without them being old enough to understand what's going on, right? I feel like they need to put a rating system on content that comes on national television or just the same as they do with stuff that's explicitly violent or explicitly sexual, they need to put a warning thing before your show get ready to come on, saying this episode contains, you know what I'm saying, please be advised or whatever. So that a nigga has the choice to say, okay, well, I'm not gonna watch it right now with my kids in this room, clip, and change to the next channel, or be able to like avoid them seeing something that they ain't ready to see. Mm-hmm. I feel like me saying that, they might say, that's a homophobic. Why you don't want your kids to know about how people is out here in these streets? You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah. I mean, here's the thing. Here's the thing, bro. I don't want my daughter to see no heterosexual sex. I don't want her to see that at this age. So it's the same shit. You know what I mean? But here's the thing, I do feel like homophobia is fucked up, right? But there's a big difference between homophobia and racism. Like, if you're gay or lesbian or whatever, you can hide it.
Yeah, you can't hide.
You can't hide black. You know what I'm saying? You can't hide any of these. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can't hide black. I mean, I can't speak for everybody. You know what I'm saying? Maybe if you are Latin with white skin, maybe you could hide that you're Puerto Rican or something. Yeah. What maybe, you know, with respect to them, I'm saying. But like, you can't hide what we got. With the 3 niggas on this screen right now, you can't hide it. You know what I mean? It's like you can't fucking run around and say, it's not like when you in a gang and you could hide your rag. You could just go outside and not wear red today or not wear blue today or what. No, nigga, you black all day. From the time you wake up to the time you go to sleep. And there's people out there who not going to fuck with you just on the strength of that. I will say, you know, but there's racism, you got homophobia, sexism, I feel like is more prevalent than all of them. Because you ain't even got to be racist and be a sexist against the woman in your house or the women in your family or whatever. But, you know, is it as bad? I don't know if I could say whether it's as bad, but it's definitely not the same. You know what I'm saying? It's not the same because you know. I mean, you don't have a choice. I don't believe gay is a choice, but displaying it is a choice. Like you can hide. That's right. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Now, I mean, who knows though? We all might be transracial.
What does that even mean?
you know that's the term now.
Be mixed.
No. Transracial is people like Rachel Dolezal or whatever.
Who is that? I don't know her.
She's black. She said that she's black, but she was really a white woman.
Oh wow! See, it's getting funny now.
I know you.
Listen, this what I was gonna say, man. I think it's the same but different, man. And I don't mean the same as like equally as bad or whatever. I mean like, but it's pretty bad because it's like. Gay people, they get beat up for being gay, man. And it's black and white. Because white people don't like gay white people. Black people don't like gay black people. You know what I'm saying? So they get beat up from their own kind. So it's kind of crazy.
I mean, we get killed by our own kind all the time too, just for being black.
Right, and this is what I'm saying. Like, getting killed for being gay is kind of crazy. You know what I'm saying? Like, this, I feel like this though. If you black, you shouldn't be homophobic.
You can't be.
No,
I mean, you could be. But you could be, but you shouldn't be.
But I don't think you should be. You should understand everything about it.
Well, we're not born with understanding. You're right. These discussions need to be had. You know,
like listen, I was a kid. You know, I probably say some shit. I probably was disrespectful to a bunch of.
Son, do you remember back in the days? Was you with us when we did a show in DC? I know Helter Skelter was there. Y'all might have been with us, right? Teen Summit type of days, right? We had radio in DC, whatever. I was on the radio and I was on the radio and I was freestyling and I said a derogatory bar about Haitians. Remember, Haitians used to have stereotypes.
I remember that, yeah.
And the chicks ran down on me. Like 2-3 Haitian chicks ran right down on me. and I was like, yo, I was freestyling. I didn't, you know what I'm saying? Like, anything comes out. That wasn't good enough. It's like, because what do you think about like that just because you said it by accident, you didn't mean to say it, what was important to them was changing the stereotype, so that wasn't a mistake that I could make anymore. Right. You understand what I'm saying? Like, so.
But see, I think that right there is the main thing. The whole idea of cancel culture, right, is basically a culture of unforgiveness. You know what I'm saying? It's basically like saying, you made a mistake and we hate you for it.
Yeah, I think that's whack. I think that's whack.
Right, that's whack.
I think that's whack.
Some people really don't know stuff. Exactly. Then when they learn it, they'll say, oh, I didn't see it that way. I never thought about it that way. Right. So you shouldn't, what you say right there, that should never happen.
I hate every part of that conversation. Right.
People are going to call it your little business, right? They're going to call it your little business, your little side hustle, but that's okay. When I wanted to start my own hair care line, someone told me, aren't there already hair care lines out? When I wanted to start selling courses, people told me that's all you do is sell stuff on the internet. And when I decided to buy rental properties instead of investing in my own personal house, people told me that you don't own a home, you own houses. So people are always going to have something negative to say, but it does not matter. What they're really doing is projecting their insecurities onto you, right? They really want to be in the position that you're in, to have that faith in yourself to accomplish whatever it is that you want to accomplish. Owning my own business outweighs the benefits of me going back to a 9-to-5, so there's no reason to give up.
This is Monsta Nation Jade, and I think you should start your journey to financial freedom right now. So go to the website that you see here, or click the link in the description below, or find me on IG and click the link in my bio, Exotic Jade Eyes.
I hate every part of that right there.
And it happens so much right now. I'll be thinking about it like, if cancel culture had been back in the day, there'd be a whole lot of like comedies and things that we really loved and grew up off of that would have never made it.
It's like, listen, like y'all know about Donald Sterling, right?
Yeah.
The Clippers owner got his team taken. Yeah. I don't think he should have got his team taken, bro.
Yeah.
Like, that's a slippery slope once you start saying stuff in the comfort of your own home, and then you get judged for that and then penalized for that. Yeah. And then everybody's with it until they're in the comfort of their own home saying some shit.
You know what though? You know what that can be likened to though? Like, I hear what you're saying, but let's say this, like, because that's how he personally feel, right? But let's just
like what you just said. You said, gay people. It's like what you just said. You said gay people could control not displaying it. He didn't display it out in the public.
Right.
He was in his house.
I know, right? But here's
and I'm not condoning it, people. I know. I say some shit in my house.
Here's the other side of the coin, though, bro. Right? Like, we friends. We got friends in the music industry, but we got friends in the streets too, right? Yeah. We got a group of friends from the street, whatever, that we all know, whatever. We crew in the streets, right? We find out behind closed door one of our friends is a wreck. That's not going to change how we feel about him.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. We'll change how I feel about him. Yeah.
Even though it was behind closed doors or whatever, it's like, is he a good look for our friend for our squad now? If that gets publicized,
nope.
The thing about it is, do you go out and call him a rat, or do you keep it in house and all that stuff?
No, I'm getting rid of him.
Oh yeah, I'm not gonna. I'm just
because it's going because I believe what's in the dark always comes to light. So if at some point later on this shit come to light and it's like, oh, y'all niggas just let that shit ride? Y'all just kept the rat in y'all circle? You know what I'm saying? Y'all just kept doing songs with him. And there's paperwork on them since '97, huh? And y'all did 3 more albums with him, right? Like I would feel, you know what I'm saying? Like whatever. I can't find that out without looking at him. So I do understand what you're saying, where it's like shit that's in your own crib should be your own business. But if I find out about it, and it's like if I found out about it, how I know other people ain't gonna find it? It's gonna make us all look bad, nigga. You gonna have to go sit down.
That's a good point, though, right? If obviously those are his real, that's his real feelings and his real intent that he spewed in the comfort of his own home, right? Mm-hmm. But it was so vile that his girl decided to tape him to let the public know how he really feels.
I mean, but his girl might have already had a target on his back.
Oh, you know I know, like, but I'm just saying,
she could have just been recording conversations, holding dirt for whenever she needed it.
Became public knowledge.
Yeah, but that shouldn't matter.
That's when other people started feeling like they started basically waking up to the fact that, like, oh yeah, you know, he does treat me janky like this. Or
no, listen, the players said that been going on for years and years and years and years. Everybody in the league knew this man was racist. Yeah, but he never displayed it. Like, he didn't make it obvious. He didn't, you know what I'm saying?
So it's like,
around him knew.
So what it is,
listen,
it's the equivalent.
We all say shit in our crib. And then when that shit come to us, and first thing we gonna say is, yo, listen, I was in my crib, man.
All right. But the thing is, like, I'm one of them people that everything I say in the house or say when I'm by myself with just one person, I would say it directly.
Try to be like
whoever it is.
Like I try to be on that, but I know that's not always. I know that's right. I try to be that way, but nah, you can't.
Like everybody,
I don't say some shit in my house that I wouldn't say in front of other people.
Not everybody knows that I would tell them directly to their face. I'm one of them people.
What happened?
No, listen, you got kids. You gonna tell your kids some shit in that house that you wouldn't say in front of other people?
No.
Please. You gonna tell them to beat the other kid up, son, right in front of the other person's parent?
I would, if I needed to.
You said I would.
I definitely would, and I would dare the parent to say something. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm one of them people, bro. Like, ask any of these cats that be around me on a regular basis. They know that I'm like,
I got some shit I don't want people to hear.
I'm like, hey, so-and-so, let me holler at you real quick, and I'm gonna just be like, hey, man, what the hell is you doing, bro? You know what I'm saying? And I'm going to just talk to him exactly how I would say it to the other homie that, yeah, when I see so-and-so, I'm going to holler at him. You know what I'm saying?
I got some stuff that I say in my crib I don't want people to hear, man. Shit is sacred. Shit is sacred. You know what I'm saying?
Word.
Yeah.
I feel you, bro.
But yeah, so is it worse or the same?
Well,
I wouldn't say it's the worst. I wouldn't say it's
racism is worse.
No, racism is definitely worse.
I don't know
why. Here's the thing why. The system of racism, right?
Mm-hmm. But look at the system. Look at the
person in power. People in power basically like holding down
let him finish, right?
another community. So that part of it is definitely worse because us being homophobic or whatever, I'm not homophobic, but people being homophobic isn't gonna hold down the community of homosexuals.
It's not.
But listen to what I'm saying.
They might get discriminated against in certain situations or whatever the case.
Let me interject, right?
It's janky.
Let me interject. Well, then what just happened to the baby? You understand what I'm saying? Like the baby and countless other artists before, like they are able, like the community of, you know, the LGBT. Excuse me, I'm not trying to be disrespectful, whatever, right? But they community, LGBTQ, right? They cancel the shit out of niggas. So they can effectively impact your life because they don't fuck with you. Now you can't eat. And that's what racism is. You know what I'm saying? Like racism is a system put up, like it literally, you know, you could be prejudiced, like if you're getting technical, a lot of people are prejudiced, but the only people in power can be racist, right? Yeah, that's what they, so by
the definition.
Yeah, the technical definition. So with that motto in hand, like the LGBTQ community, they have power. They have the power to shut you the fuck down and up.
Yeah.
If you understand what I'm saying? If you
and so, I don't I don't think any of that stuff is right, man.
I don't think it's right at all.
But I don't think it's good for black people to do that shit either.
No.
No, me neither.
Like, listen,
but I feel like,
we all want to be
what
even,
he said,
if we all want to be even, we gotta be even.
And it should have been able to be forgiven. You know what I'm saying? Because every single person is gonna make a mistake unless you keep on doing something over and over and over again, and it's a repetitive thing. People should be able to forgive a mistake that a person
That's
makes.
a fact, right? But the baby,
first you have to know if it's a mistake, though.
Right. But look, the baby, y'all know that saying I be saying about niggas getting caught up in the hype, right? Like the baby got away with a lot of dirt, and he really at a point where, you know, and this is just my opinion, it feel like he feel untouchable. He feel like he could say this and it ain't gonna matter. You know what I'm saying? Like, cause fuck that, I'm a real one and I'm gonna stick to my guns. And it's like, listen, don't forget who's in power. You caught up in your own hype. You understand what I'm saying? Like a lot of us were at some point or another in our life when we did something silly and thought it wasn't going to jump the way it jumped, and it jumped, and you had to jump your ass in a jail cell or out of a record deal or into some stitches or into whatever. You understand what I'm saying? Like, it is what it is.
When is there a point though that
I feel like, hold on, pardon me for cutting you with it, right? I honestly feel like baby didn't even have to say the first part about if you ain't got AIDS or no disease that going. Just that second part would have gotten canceled alone, I think. I honestly feel like.
You think so? I think if he hadn't have said the AIDS thing, they wouldn't have been as offended.
I don't know. But what was you about to say? My bad for cutting you with
it. But what I was gonna say is, when is there a point though that you can say whatever you want to say and stand on it?
When
it's never.
When the world stops being a petty portion segment, man, on the Monsta Mondayz Radio Podcast. Man.
Great segue, sir.
All right. And what I mean by that is, like, black people gotta stop being touchy, man. Let white people tell their jokes same way we tell our jokes, man. Gay people, let heterosexual people tell their jokes and talk the way they want to. Don't get offended. You know what I mean? Like, in order to be even and equal, this is what has to be happening. We can't get mad and say people can't say stuff. Yeah, we got it. And then later on be like, yo, freedom of speech, man, First Amendment and blah, 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 blah. Yeah. You can't do that. Because when we do shit like this, it ain't no freedom of speech. If you a comedian, you want to motherfuckers make gay jokes.
Yeah.
If you a black guy, you make jokes about white people. If you a white guy, you want to make jokes about black people.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? But at the same time, if they get to make jokes about black people, I want to be able to go in the bank and get a loan too. I want to be able to get arrested without fearing for my entire life. Not that I want to get arrested at all, but I don't want to get arrested for nothing. I've got arrested for nothing before.
But right now, if a white guy go make a joke and say, black people, chicken, watermelon, bullshit we hear all the time, then this guy got to get canceled. I don't think that's right.
If a person puts chicken and watermelon in a joke, they are racist.
They are racist. And the reason it's a problem is because, like, it's like, look, B, you did too much. It's the same way black people be I call it the black tax. I didn't make this term up. Mad people say it, right? Black people be trying to be mad perfect to overcome the fuckery. Y'all gotta be perfect to overcome some fuckery.
Yeah.
That's it. But we gotta move on. I'm respectfully, I hear what you're saying. I don't feel like what you're saying is wrong. I just felt like I wanted to add that little bit or whatever. You know what I'm saying? We gotta wrap this up and we gotta go to the petty portion. I'm glad you reminded me of it. This is gonna be a special petty portion. So with no further ado, we will get to the petty portion, sponsored by or promoted by or inspired by P. Thank you, Starang. I'll be waiting for you to go P when I be saying that. So whenever you don't, I'll be fucked up in the game for a couple of seconds. I'm just letting you know. All right. So today's petty. Do you have any petty, Starang?
Come on now.
Exactly. My nigga is petty. He's petty, right? Today's petty comes from Starang Wonder, right? I have to.
That's one W.
I have to take us back to a moment in maybe one of our last shows when I spoke on my petty. My petty portion was how when in times of promoting the show, the clips or whatever, when I review the clips before I promote them, right? And if in said clip, Starang, my brother, gets his point across and I don't get my point across, and I feel like I took a loss, I don't really want to share those, right? I do anyway, but I don't be wanting to share those ones, right? And when the gang agreed that I was petty, I ended the show right there. I said, cue the credits, but our producer came on, right? Our producer entered the room, right? And as she entered the room, my good fly, solid, one of my best friends, handsome brother over there, said, you know what? I feel the same way. He said, I've been looking at the clips and look like this nigga chewed me. I'm like, I'm this shit right there. Get out of here with this shit right here. Now, did you say that, Starang? Yes or no? Did this happen? Okay, so this is this is Starang's involuntary entry into the petty portion. Welcome aboard, brother. It's not so bad over here. It's love. Y'all still love me? We gonna still love you.
I don't even understand what just happened, man. Just now. I don't even know what's going on right now, bro. I'm confused.
That's hilarious.
I feel like somebody just 3-card Molly me and she took off my money. I don't get it, bro.
That's kind
what I will say right now is that if I get my point, it gotta be like playing musical chairs, man. Cause you talk for 10 or 15 minutes straight. So if I can hop in and hop out, if I made my point and managed to do that, then that's a miracle, bro. That is a miracle.
I think it's the rain is doing double dutch.
Yeah, if he seen the clip where I got my point, it had to be one of the times I was like, got it real quick, and it just edited just the right way. Because this guy, man, you know what I'm saying, right? You know what I'm saying, the truth.
I will accept that. This answer I can accept. I have no debate for this. I'm not able to debate you on this topic. Thank you, my brothers, and thank all of our wonderful Monster Nation citizens, Solid Ice soldiers, and Sound Lounge
Ians.
Sound Loungians, yeah. Thank you for rocking with us. Thanks to our producer. Thanks to our sponsors, Black League, Ayo Records, Dash Radio, Delicious Vinyl, anybody else. Salute to hip hop, the Locks and Dipset for that dope ass Versuz. You know what I mean? To the baby, hold your head and all of that. And you know, everybody, let's love each other. You know what I'm saying? Because this shit bullshit, B. Love. All right, rock on. Cue the credits.
Listening to Monsta Mondayz Podcast. Please join us every Monday from 8 to 10 p.m. West Coast time and 11 to 1 a.m. East Coast time. Every single Monday, Monsta Monday on the Dash app. Also, check out these awesome shows from the rest of our podcasting family. Funny Farm, East New York Radio, All Elements Mix Show, The Star Power Collective, La Cosa Nostra Radio, 5150 Mix Show, Block News Live, Vinyl Coffee Mix Show, and Hidden Gems. Check them all out under the Delicious Vinyl radio station.